Today on BladeHQ.com, we are taking a look at the, what is it called, Brock? I've got Brock in studio today. He's doing a wrap for us on his ESEE Izula. What's the wrap called, Brock?
This is the 360 Strider wrap.
360 Strider wrap. And this is part of a blog post for our blog, which is knifeblog.com. If you've never checked it out, you should definitely go check it out. We have a great blogger named Kayleen who's going to be using this as part of her post. So at the same time, we figured we might as well show it to you guys, and so that's why I brought Brock in to do some paracord action. So I'm going to be color commentary, and Brock is going to do his thing. So ready, go.
All right. So you want to start with at least 5 feet of paracord. I'm just going for one color. You can do it with two. And you just start, you loop it around in the center. If you can get this on the table. And you just you'll simply take this, you come in underneath, pinch it off, and you do a nice little 360 and loop it over. You want to try to keep this knot center as you go through, especially if you have two colors. And then you just repeat that process. And you just do it again, over.
Very nice. Now, if you're doing this with two colors, Brock, do you have to fuse the paracord together? Is that? I've
seen people fusing them. You can fuse it and put that right here, that where it's fused. Or I've seen people just do a knot in there. It's really just personal preference.
Cool.
But the two colors is nice because it'll give you a nice color up on this side and a color on this side. Give you a nice distinction there. And this is really it, guys. You just keep repeating that simple process.
While Brock is doing this, I'm going to sit here and talk about him. He's our graphic designer, and he does amazing work. If you've noticed on the website, it is starting to look a lot better, and most of that is due to Brock. He's shaking his head.
No.
If you could see his head, he's shaking it, but he really does good work. So, and the ESEE Izula was his very first knife he purchased from Blade HQ when he started working here, what, 6 months ago?
Little over that, yeah,
a little over 6
7
months
or so. And as you can see, you start to be able to see through to the knife, but you can fix that just by pushing down there, fill in some of that space, if you so choose.
Honestly, the Izula needs a hefty cord wrap. My Izula, I don't know what they call the weave on mine, but it doesn't function very well as far as giving more girth to that handle. The Izula handles are so thin in hand that you need something like this. I'm going to call it a need.
It is kind of a need, and you can see, I don't know, maybe I can get the profile here. You can see that it kind of makes it a little more oval in your grip there.
It's going to take away the hot spots in the hand, gives you that extra paracord to use as well. It's an easy wrap. I think we have another video kicking around somewhere on YouTube of how to cord wrap the Izula without any ends sticking out. But that wrap works great, but it doesn't give you a ton of girth in the hand. This is going to give you a little bit more kind of that oval size that you can really get a grip on. The Izula, I have my own. Love it. Great knife. But it is definitely a smaller blade. It's a great neck knife, great backup blade, but man, I would not make it my primary blade out in the woods, personally. So I bought an SE4.
It's a good choice.
Yep.
He copied me, everybody.
Yeah, I make all the videos around here, and the bad thing about being in marketing is you sit there and you watch it over and over, and you sell yourself on it, and you drink the Kool-Aid, and then your wife gets mad at you because you just spent $150 on a new knife.
Yeah. now you're talking to the shop. Okay, and then when you get to this point, you can continue up if you want, or you can just start to wrap through here. This is where you could also, if you get tricky, you can start to weave it back through up the handle so it's hidden. But I like to just wrap it around and through here a few times. You can see what I'm doing there. It's just just coiling it around that little section. Maybe one more. Out, unless you do it weird. My bad, guys. Sorry about that. Looped it through myself there. Kind of push that down. And over here, do the same thing.
By the way, you can buy all of this at Blade HQ. You guys probably knew that already. I'm just going to throw that out there. Because I'm just standing here. I'm actually standing here playing with a tactical clothespin.
Yeah, that's right. We kept one.
I think we have a couple kicking around. Tactical clothespins. If you're not familiar with that little ongoing joke, you should be.
I thought this was serious.
I don't know if anything we do is actually serious around here. We have a lot of fun. Highly enjoy ourselves. Yeah, I don't know where that tactical clothespin joke started one day when one of our guys was doing a tabletop and he just got tired of them. And there happened to be a clothespin sitting there because we use them for the studio for lights. And he just picked it up and did an impromptu overview on it. And I think we sold 100 of them a couple weeks ago. That's tactical clothespins, just for fun.
So once you get to the end, you'll have some leftover paracord. You can tie this off. You can. What I did on mine was just melt it down and stick it back to these ends here, so it was just nice and flush, and just round it off with paracord there. You can kind of finish that however you want there.
Awesome.
And that's the Strider wrap. That's how it looks.
360 Strider wrap. That's what it's called.
Yeah, adds a little girth. It's not the prettiest one I've done. It's a little sloppy doing it in front of this camera.
Very cool. Very cool. Brock, thank you for coming in. Thank you for doing it. Brock is always hesitant to hop on camera, but I snagged him, and he was willing to do it, so I appreciate that. Check out this weave. Buy your stuff at bladehq.com, and check out the blog, by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube. It's knifeblog.com. We have a lot of cool content over there. Talk about pimping knives, talk about knives in the movies. What else do we talk about over there, Brock? I don't know.
Yeah, all kinds of fun stuff.
Just like knife news and stuff. We'll also have a lot of stuff from Blade Show popping up on there in the next month or so. So check it out, knifeblog.com. Thanks, guys, for watching, and we will catch you guys next time. Brock, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.